video is going to be the declutter of my nail polishes. A few years ago I had a crazy nail polish obsession, and I actually had almost 200, and this is all that's remaining, and most of these I actually did, and actually this whole top row I've purchased pretty recently, so I did go kind of on a splurge and spending spree on nail polish buys, so I want to kind of condense my collection. Let's just go into this because I know there's some colors that are definitely dupes for each other. There's some formulas that I just enjoy a little bit better, and there's some colors I just never wear. So they do look all pretty separated by brand, but I'm actually going to go categorize them by shade, and then we'll get back to this. Okay, starting off with our more neutral colors, I know I will be keeping my OPI base coat. I do use this one most of the time when I'm doing my nails, and I'm also saving my Set Vite gel nail polish top coat. This is not the first bottle I've had. I've had a few of them in my lifetime, and they're amazing. I will be getting rid of this Art Deco LA Colors like painter one. I don't use it ever. I very seldom do nail art, so I'm just going to pass that along. And I'm also going to be getting rid of this Wet n Wild one. This is in the shade Yo Soy. The color is just really off on my nails. It just weirds me out for the shade to my skin color, so not my favorite thing, but the formula is really nice, and I love the Mega Last formula. It's probably my favorite nail polish formula, and they're so inexpensive. They're what, $2? So I will be keeping this one. I wear this one all the time. It's such a pretty color. And then the Sinful color, I feel like I should have a black in my collection, but honestly I never wear black nail polish, so I will be passing this one along as well. So these are like my weird metallic-y type of colors. The first one I know I will be getting rid of is this one from OPI. It's a really beautiful shade, but I do have to do like 4 layers or so. It's in the shade Mirror Mirror on the Wall, and once it's on it's beautiful, but it chips really quickly, and since I do have to spend so much time when I'm doing my nails with this color, I'm just going to pass it along. It's not my favorite one. And then the Zoe one I just never wear. It's a silver color. I just don't wear silver all that often, so I'm just going to pass that along. For these two, I was so excited when I purchased them because they're just absolutely gorgeous shades. They have that holographic effect, and they are absolutely beautiful, but they do chip really quickly, and so I'm not a huge fan of them. I do want to keep one of them though, because I do enjoy the formula, and they're good on occasion, and I think I will be keeping Beyond, which is like this grayer one, and then I will be passing along this purple, and the purple one is called Eternal Beauty. So here are all of my pinks and my one purple shade, and let's just get into this. I know I will be keeping my Mega Last. This is the light pink one. It's just a classic one, and it's in the shade Sugar Coat. So we'll be keeping this one. I will be passing off on this Full Strength. I just bought it, but it's awful. It chips in like a second. It takes a really long time for it to dry, and so it's just not worth my effort. It's in the color Pink Prowess. I wished it worked because it's a beautiful shade, but the formula just is not my favorite thing. I will be keeping this Wet n Wild as well. I don't think I'm getting rid of any of my Wet n Wilds. They're just such a good formula, and they're so inexpensive. I love them. So I will be keeping this nice like rosy pink, and this is in the shade Undercover. I will also be keeping this one from Revlon. It's just a gorgeous, like, I guess you would call it like a magenta purple. It's absolutely beautiful, and I'm not sure of the shade. Oh, the shade is called Passionate. I will be getting rid of this one. I have had it for a really long time. I can no longer open it. I have used quite a bit of it. I think it's actually at like the OPI label. So I've used this one a lot. I loved it. It was great for on the toes. But again, I can't really open it anymore. And the last time I've used it, I know it was very, I don't know, old. It's been in my collection for like 10 years. So I will be getting rid of this one. And I also get rid of this one. I got it in a Ipsy bag. It's a cool idea, but it is another one that takes a long time to dry, and I just don't have time for that, and it also chipped in about an hour, so I will be getting rid of this one. And then this coral one, it's beautiful, but Formula X is not my favorite nail polish brand, and the color I just never pick up for some reason, and so I think I'll get rid of this one too. I will be keeping this one though, another drugstore item. This is awesome. It's a beautiful, like, just classic pink, and it's in the shade Vivacious. So moving on to like my green, teal, aqua type of shades. I know I am getting rid of the Soya one. It's a really cool, just like lime green color, but it kind of makes me look sickly whenever I'm wearing it. So we'll get rid of this one. I enjoy wearing the Soya one, but I feel like whenever I wear it, it chips really easily. It's a really pretty green. This is in the shade Giovanna. So I'm just going to get rid of that one too. For this Sephora OPI is currently in a project pan, and I've used quite a bit, if you can see the green mark. It's a really pretty shade. I absolutely love this one, especially on the toes or like when I'm by the pool or the ocean. It's just a really beautiful color. So we'll keep that one. I also am really enjoying this like mint green color. I just purchased it maybe about like a week ago. So I will be keeping this one. It's in the Coast is Clear. And then this one here, I just don't think I would need it, especially since I'm keeping that mint color. And hold on, it's all really separated. And another one, Formula X, it goes on beautifully, but does not last long on my nails. So I'm really rough with my hands, so I really need something that's going to last. And if it doesn't, then I don't want to keep it. So here are all of my blues. I don't know if I'm getting rid of much. I do love wearing blue nail polish, actually. The one I'm wearing is a blue nail polish, and it's actually this one, and I love it, and I'm actually keeping it. I've had this on, I think, about 4 or 5 days now, and you can see it doesn't budge, so that's why I love Revlon nail polishes. This is in the shade Urban. It's just a really fun, glossy type of navy. It's absolutely beautiful, so I will keep this one, and you're not surprised, I will be keeping my other 2 Revlons. They're just beautiful, and they just work so well. So this one is in the shade Irresistible, and it's just a really pretty powdery purple. And then I also will be keeping this one, which is just like that shiny, oh, look at that. It's so pretty. And this is in the shade Plunge Pool. I will also be keeping this Wet n Wild one. You can tell my favorite formulas. So this is the Mega Last, and this is in the shade, I Need a Refreshment. So it's really pretty. Another one that they just have such a good formula. And then I will be passing along this OPI one. It's pretty, but another one I have to build and build and build, and then it chips in a day. So, not my favorite thing. It's in the shade You Gotta Get This Blue, which you don't have to. And then this is the remaining polishes. So, like my gold, orange, red, these are my fall appropriate type of shades. So, I will be keeping my Revlons again. They're just all amazing, and I actually just purchased them, and they all work amazingly. They're just, oh, they're so good. So I will be keeping this one here. It's a really pretty, just like coppery color, and it's in the shade 932 Copper Penny. Oh, perfect. It's copper color. I'm so smart. And then the orange one is very, I don't know, just beautiful. Great for the, again, autumn. And then this is in 645 Uninhabited. And then I have this red, which is just like a very classic red. It has a really nice shine to it. And this is called Revlon Red. It's beautiful. And I will also be keeping this one. So this is like a brownish color, but it has like a hint of red and has a lot of sparkle. It's really cool. And this is in the color 934 Untamed. I will be getting rid of this orange here. It's very close to that Revlon one, and when I use it, it's very, very gritty. I do like having like this liquid sand type of formula, which is this one, but having something that's just as sparkly that isn't very rough is actually what I would prefer. So that's why I'm keeping the Revlon one, and I'm getting rid of this one, which is called Jinx. I've had this one in my collection for a while, and I have used it a lot, especially in the fall, but I think I just found a formula that works better for me. I will be keeping this OPI one. It's just a really beautiful gold color, and I use this one a lot as an accent nail. It's just a really pretty one, and this is in the shade Honey Rider. And then these two, I will be keeping this Formula X. For some reason, this shade just works so much better than all the other ones. It's a really beautiful, like, dark cranberry color. Really beautiful for the Christmas holiday season. It's in the shade Ignite. For some reason, this one doesn't budge, but the other ones I've had bad success with. So I will keep in this one. And this Dior one, I want to keep it just because it is pricey. It's a more higher-end luxury type of nail polish. But honestly, I wore it, and it rubbed off within a couple days. So, you know, I'm going to keep it for now. I don't have another color like it. So I will keep it and I'll use it a few times, but if it doesn't work, I'm just going to hand it off. This is everything that I am getting rid of altogether. I did decide to pass on the ColourPop one. I just painted my big toe with it, and it just wasn't as exciting as I remember. So I'm just going to hold off on that one and give it a new home where maybe someone will love it. Probably these are mostly probably going to go to my family back in Maine. I do have a couple nieces that love to paint their nails, so I'm sure they would love these. I just think it's really funny looking at all this and the brands that I am getting rid of. Pretty higher end brands for nail polishes, ones that retail for $10, $12, and I'm getting rid of almost all of them. So I am getting rid of about 16 polishes, which is about half, almost exactly, of my nail polish collection. And then these are the ones that I am keeping. And it's funny because I'm getting rid of all those crazy brands, and I'm keeping Revlon, Wet n Wild, like ones that you can get at the drugstore that are really inexpensive, but the formula just works better for me. They don't take as much time to dry. They're colors that are beautiful, ones that last on my nails for days and days, and I don't have to worry about them chipping funny or flaking off, that type of thing. So I'm keeping ones that I love, and I'm not going to keep bigger brands just because they're, I don't know, more expensive, higher end. I am keeping that Dior because it is a shade that I don't have currently, and I just painted my nail with it, and it's beautiful, so I will be keeping it. And then I also have my base and top coat. So just about half of my nail polishes are going to find a new home, and I'm pretty proud of myself since I am now below my nail polish goal for my inventory, so that's awesome. So make sure to stick around for more decluttering videos. I will be doing fragrance next, and then I'll move on to other beauty products. So make sure to subscribe, stick around, and I'll see you guys soon.